Hey everyone! So this week's coach tip of the week is about product launches. So I know 22 Hard Corps is coming up, but I wanted to create this video so that way anytime there's a new product launch or a program coming up, you have something to refer back to, you have something to share with your downline. So I put together some steps that basically I learned from personal experience, tips, advice, research, etc. So I guarantee you, if you follow this step-by-step guide, you will have a successful launch. You can't skip any of the steps, though. That's the trick to this. You're going to have to put some thought behind it, but I promise you it will most certainly be rewarding and fulfilling. So Beachbody does an incredible job of staying innovative, of staying ahead of the game, continuously bringing us, awesome new products and programs, but we got to realize that we don't work for Beachbody. Beachbody works for us, okay? We utilize and leverage Beachbody programs and products to support our brand and who we are, all right? It's not the other way around. So that's the first thing you got to make sure you have in your mind is that Beachbody works for you, and how is this new program going to work for your business? So the first step is to make sure you check the Coach Online office. That is going to give you the background, the info that you need about the program. It's going to give you the launch date. It's going to give you the duration. It's going to give you even who it's for, who it's not for, etc. Okay, so you got to really make sure that you study what is on the Coach Online office. They always update with FAQs. I think there's about 2 updates now in the back office for 22 Hard Corps. I believe the launch date is March 1st. But also know when there's a launch, I like to say be patient. Expect flaws to happen, all right? As much as we want everything to be as seamless as possible, flaws are going to happen. We got to be, again, on top of the Coach Online office. If there's, the website breaks down, or for some reason there's a glitch or delay in the system, or heck, if they anticipate to sell out of the program, right? Like, you got to know when to trigger your clients, let them know what's the latest and greatest that's going on. So really make sure that you understand the program and the product. So step 2 is making sure it meets the needs of your demographic. So here's the thing. If you don't know who your demographics is just yet, then you shouldn't be going to step 3. You really should just sit down, write out who your demographics are. You should have at least 30 characteristics that define your demographics. So I just want to make it clear, and it's not me being mean in any way. I just want to make sure that you guys are positioning yourself the best way possible. You got to do more than the ordinary. You got to do more than I'm targeting busy moms because this is a quick workout for those busy moms. The reality of it is that more than half of us on Team Redefine, we're busy moms, but we're all different. And it's more than just like, I have 1 kid, someone's got 3 kids, right? It's a little bit more than that. There's different qualities and characteristics within us that make us unique, that make us special, that make people want to work with us and no one else. And the newsflash is that there's 400,000 Beachbody coaches in the network, and it's constantly growing. More than half of them are busy moms targeting busy moms. So I want you guys just to be able to write those characteristics down, so that way you stay out of the clutter and you become the noise breaker. All right, you position yourself where, like, oh my gosh, I want to work with her. She gets me. She understands where I'm coming from. All right, so those demographics will help you build how to gain traction to your upcoming groups, okay? And so once you understand what your demographics is, and you understand what the program is for and who it's made for, and 2, you can match that together. And to give you an example, when PIO first came out, I studied the heck out of it. Before it launched, I had people left and right that were like, yes, put me on your list. Yes, give me the updates. In fact, I ran 2 PIO groups because it was just like hotcakes at McDonald's. Like, I could not get rid of it fast enough, which was awesome. But then if I look at the Masters, Hammer and Chisel, that is so not for my target audience. I love the program. Don't get me wrong. I'm addicted to it. I love the workouts. But it's something that would intimidate my demographics. So you got to really understand who your demographics are, why they would benefit from it. So why they would benefit to experience your group specifically. Okay, so that's going to help you kind of break away from all the clutter that is happening within the Beachbody network, which is not a terrible thing. I just want you guys to be able to maximize on your true potential. And if you're struggling with it, you feel like, man, I'm really like, I'm not sure about this, or you need an outsider's perspective, Michal and I will sit down and go through this with you. Like, we actually love doing this part because we see how you can be different. We know how you are unique and, just amazing coaches. But sometimes we forget, or we don't know how to communicate that out and keep making sure that we stand out from the rest. So understanding your demographics is definitely going to be key to this. So now you're going to go into step 3, which is step 3 is most of you, or actually all of you, are in a challenge group. You want to start planting the seed with your challengers that there's a new program coming up. Now, it's really important that it's not just, here's a new program coming up, and I'll let you know when it's out and I'll give you my link, because your customers, or excuse me, your clients don't want to feel like they're being banged over the head for another freaking sale, right? So I like to say, hey guys, there's a new program coming out. Here's why I'm excited about it. And I take those pieces from my demographics of what I feel that they would be excited for. And if there's anyone interested in this, let me know and I'll put you on my VIP list. Now, why do I do it that way? Well, who doesn't want to be on a VIP list, right? Everyone wants to feel that importance. They want to feel like, man, I want to be a part of that. Even if they're initially not interested in the program, they want to be in the VIP list because they want to be in the inner crowd. They want to be in the inner circle, right? So when you have a VIP list, what I suggest is making sure you're continuously communicating with them. So you can use Streak and schedule out your emails. You can use something like MailChimp, which is like a free email database system. You could do Facebook Messenger. You could do Facebook group invite, whichever way you feel most comfortable, and have your ways of communication scheduled out. So that way you could say things like, 22 Hard Corps is coming out on March 1st. Here's the top 10 reasons why I'm so excited about it. Again, you're pulling from those demographics, those characteristics of your demographics to hype up the excitement. Or here's what to look out for in our upcoming group centered around 22 Hard Corps. So you're building up, again, that excitement. So when it's time to sign up, it becomes a no-brainer for your prospects. You could even say, hey guys, if you know anyone that would benefit from this program or you would want to do with you, because obviously accountability is key, go ahead and add them onto this list. So now you just gain your referrals, and that's an extra light bulb that should be going off of your head, because if they're inviting, that's a coach prospect. They're doing that. They're that part of the job already, right? So that also makes it even easier of not only adding to your network, but adding to your coach prospect list. So I've done VIP lists as well, and kind of done an email trail, and that's something that's really, really worked well. And now let's talk about how to do it on social media. So step 4, how do you post it publicly on social media? And again, don't be that coach, guys. Don't do the, 22-minute hard or 22 Hard Corps is coming out. Buy it from me now. Here's my link. All right. So just like your VIP list, you want to plant seeds. You want to put things that are exciting about it. So if you tried it out on Beachbody On Demand, maybe you have a picture, maybe you remember some of the exercises, you want to do a quick video about it. And again, give those top reasons why you're so excited about this program, or what you loved already from your first part of the experience of it. And you could even say you have a VIP list going and get people added onto that. Again, curiosity, guys. Build up the curiosity. People always want to know more. So that's how I approach social media. It kind of goes back to the jab, right hook approach. It also goes into Simon Sinek when he says, it's not, people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. So if you show the reason of why you're doing this, or why this program is so amazing and why it would fit their needs, again, it's a no-brainer when it comes to the sign-up process. All right, so that's social media. Last but not least, setting up your groups. So in the past, I've done test groups, right? So when I did a PIO test group. I did a size test group, and the size test group was kind of eye-opening, because I had a lot of people that were like, when it came to cost and the closing aspect, they're like, wait, what do you mean? I thought this was a test group. And to them, a test group meant this is free group, right? So I know a lot of us even get a little nervous on the closing aspect, and like, oh man, we got to talk dollars, and oh my gosh, are they going to want to pay for this, and so forth. So I would stay away from using test group. And here's the thing, guys, you're going to see other Beachbody coaches out there that are going to say test group. And on the outside, they might look like they're getting a lot of attention for it. They might look like they got this huge list going. Even if you see sponsored ads from other Beachbody coaches, you're going to see 22 Hard Corps test group, sign up now. And you'll see this long string of people saying, give me more, give me more, give me more. And now you're going to almost double guess yourself, which way should I go? You got to realize this. You don't know what's happening behind the scenes. You don't know how many people they're actually closing. You don't know what kind of experience they're giving people. So focus on yourself and the experience that you can give others. And my suggestion would to do like a Kickstart group or a launch group, or something like along those lines. I'm trying to stay away from a word that would necessarily mean free. You know, my exclusive kickoff group. Man, I want to be exclusive. I want to be a part of the kickoff. That means they're a part of the beginning stages of it, and that together you guys are going to try a program and hold each other accountable. So I hope that makes sense. Again, you can use test group, but my recommendation from a lot of objections that I got in the past when I did size was that they thought it was free because it's a test group. All right. And what makes a test group so different than your other groups? And when it comes to creating the groups, get creative. So if you're co-hosting with someone, have fun with it. Do a whole play on words. I don't have an idea fully thought out, but this is just off the top of my head. And most of you that have worked with me know that I work like a mad scientist. So, you know, if you take, for instance, Amanda, and her son just went off to the Marines, and he's in, you know, boot camp style training program right now. And if I'm screwing up the lingo, Amanda, I apologize. And let's say she partners up with Myra, and Myra's husband is actually in the military. He's away in Cuba right now. They could do a whole thing targeting military moms and wives. And Amanda could do something like, you know, my son's coming back home, or I'm going to see him in a few weeks. I'm going to be stronger than my son, or I'm going to, you know, get bigger, buffer muscles than him. I don't know, just thinking off the top of my head. And she could attract other moms that are going through a similar situation right now, right? Like their kids are gone at this boot camp. Like they can't talk to their kids. It's so like, it's stressful, and it aches their hearts, and it keeps them awake at night, right? Like now I got these trigger points and saying, come be with me in this accountability group where we're going to work out our stress. We're going to eat right. We're going to look good. So when our kids come home, they're just as proud of us that we're proud of them. You know, and then Myra could do something along the lines like targeting military wives, and again, going along the lines of like, you know, I'm going to be stronger than my husband when he comes back, or something like playful like that. Again, those are just some ideas. If you want to have a brainstorming session, I'm totally for it. I love getting creative, and just know that the cheesier you get, the more attractive it is to others. When you're very serious about this is the workout and you're going to eat clean and you're going to drink Shakeology, it's like, all right, like they can kind of get that anywhere. What's the world-class experience that you're going to give them? I know each of you are inspiring. You guys are motivating. You guys are captivating. So utilize that to launch off any new program or product style group. All right. So I hope you found this helpful. Again, check your online office, build your demographics, build that story around it. And your demographics is always going to be evolving. I'm 3 years in, and I'm continuously editing my demographics. Then you're going to, you know, speak with your challengers, have a VIP list. When you're doing your invitation process, you know, have planting the seeds along the way, build the excitement up, social media. Again, plant the seeds, and when it comes to your groups and you're co-hosting with each other, just have fun with it. Get creative, and don't be afraid of it. It's just have a blast with it. All right, guys, I hope that was helpful for you. Any questions, just let us know.